hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Joey Sly on now for the Panthers. This from 25 yards out.
25-yard attempt.
And that is going to be no good. He pushed it wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a first down carry by Jones. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
A gain of 2 brings up.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
So now a 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Play action now. Bridgewater. Looking long for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. On 3rd third down, Bridgewater. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
4-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
That's another Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Rodgers again now. Dancing to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Out of the end zone. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half.
29-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Now this will make it into the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do.
It's a foot race. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 75 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. But look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Now Crosby for the point after. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield.
He was brought down.
Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Another Packers 1st down. 1st and goal.
They'll come out in the pistol. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 6.
Rodgers.
No gain, and it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On the delay, Jones. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
319. 54, Mike. Hey, 88. Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
From the gun, Rodgers. That's complete right around the 8. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers add on to their lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust? And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Kenny Clark coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
Second down.
Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
It's 4th down.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. "39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. On second down, it's Jones. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Flush to his right. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point try now for Crosby.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
Is good. Makes the score Packers 34, Panthers nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10 yards.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Bridgewater now. He's going to look deep for more. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Where's 52? 30. Roll right. Heavy on the edges. Mike 52.
Throwing again. Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Yetur Gross-Matos drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
18 on the play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to look deep for more. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
They go play action. Bridgewater. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the Packers' 40-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Bridgewater again. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's going to be about a yard or 2 short of the first here. He needed the 35 but didn't make it. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Let's go D, tighten up. Let's go D, tighten up. 58, right over there, right over there.
Bridgewater on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
And goal.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero.
Is good.
Are you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
23 yards to pick up there. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and it didn't do it very often.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
And 7 at the 40-yard line.
They'll go again to Jones. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He's got Adams on the hookup. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 19. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Right there. Here we go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
Hey, check mark 33. Check mark 33.
Rodgers throwing here. Escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Dante Jackson picks it, and he will be out of bounds here with zeros on the clock as this ball game is over. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.